Hey, this Chip coming at you with the next Team Chip Minute. I guess you can probably tell I look a little bit different. You're probably going, dang, what happened to this guy? Well, let me tell you. Yesterday I had a kind of a crazy experience, and the hospital called it a syncope episode. They also call it a vasovagal response. Basically, in a nutshell, I'm pretty fit, and I work out a lot, and I train hard, and I'm always encouraging you guys to get out there and work out and train really hard. But my resting heart rate falls somewhere between 45 and 50-ish, which is pretty low. You know, the average is about 65 or 70 beats per minute, and I'm running 45 to 50. And what happened is they said it was probably like a perfect storm. You know, we've been super busy with Team Chip and growing our business and working with our students and trying to, you know, every day empower people through the pursuit of personal martial arts excellence, but at the same time putting our full heart into what we do. And so they said it was probably a combination of stress, fatigue, a little bit of dehydration, and then this vasovagal reaction that happened. My body basically just kind of shut down on me. It just said, you're done and you need to take a break. And so this happened while I'm walking on a concrete sidewalk. I'm getting dizzy and I'm thinking, wow, something's not right. Next thing I know, a friend of mine is waking me up. So I go into a restroom that had a shower area. I go in, I shower myself off, just get on some cold water for just a minute, and I go sit down. Somebody's checking my blood pressure and checking me out to make sure I'm okay. And I began to pass out a second time. I had another of these vasovagal responses. And I'm sitting there, you know, the room starts to go dark, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm thinking, man, you know, if I don't wake up, what have I left? Who am I? I mean, what have I done? And my biggest thought process is my wife and my kids. And my team. But I'm thinking about my wife and my kids. I mean, have I done the right things? Have I been there enough? And I'm saying a little prayer. I'm saying, you know, God, just protect them and be with them. If I don't come back out of this, just be there with them and take care of them. That's all I could really think about. But the other side of that is I had a crazy kind of inner peace. I felt good about where I was going and what I was doing. I wasn't worried about what happens after this because I feel good about who I am and pretty confident in that. Now, you know, I think that it's important at this juncture that we talk about kind of the word we might relate to this would be reflect. You know, take some time and step back away from what you're doing every now and then and reflect. Reflect and even refuel. Step back and take a chance to let your body refuel, relax, spend some time with your family, enjoy yourself. And I'm taking several things away from this at this juncture, and I encourage you to think about the takeaway. You know, I'm thinking, how can we turn this into something positive? Because to me, there's really not a whole lot of negative in life. You know, things hit you, they blindside you, there are crazy things that happen. But in every one of those, I told you, there's a golden nugget. The golden nugget in this was that I need to back up sometimes, let my body refresh and refuel, and spend a little time with my family, make sure I'm getting that good quality time in and not just you know, business all the time. The other thing is the other golden nugget is, wow, did our team just like pop in and go, hey Chip, you're good, go home and take a couple of days and breathe. We've got this, and they've really stepped up in a big way, which makes us feel fantastic about who we are surrounded with and who surrounds us, you know, who we surround ourselves by, which is massively important. So I encourage you to take some time to reflect, think about who you are, but don't think about these things as, oh, wow, the end of the world, it's just horrible and things are awful. It's really not. It's an opportunity for us to learn, an opportunity for us to grow, and an opportunity to take a minute to reflect. So I encourage you to get out there and do some reflecting. I'm going to look you in your eye and tell you you're awesome and give you an air 5.